Hello and welcome to the podcast by Literature Times. Today we have Mr. Anindya Sircar, a seasoned banker with over 3 decades of professional experience. Outside the world of corporate, he's also a life career and cricket coach, as well as a corporate trainer dedicated to unlocking individual potential. Hello and welcome, sir.
Hi, Zenia. Thank you so much for conducting this interview.
Yes, sir. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you on the release of the book, The Boy at the Boundary.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you feeling, sir? What are the reactions you are getting from friends, families, and readers?
See, the first reaction I'm getting from myself is I don't know how to explain because I never 5 months back I never thought I could publish a book, and obviously my father, who is a very eminent academician, uh, he gave the most wonderful reaction, wonderful or whatever you say. Um, being an academician, I never was able to do it what you have done. So I don't know what to say to you, sir. And that is the most prized expression I have till now. And the book is doing, I won't say well, but it's a first time book. The people who know me, they can connect and the reactions are quite good. I'm feeling very happy about this experience that came into my life suddenly. Very unplanned.
Okay, sir. So, sir, I would want to know about what inspired you to write your debut book, The Boy at the Boundary.
Was, as I told you, it's a different story, a story behind the story. I never thought about writing a book till say around October of 2024. I have no idea that I would be doing this. So as destiny would have it, it places people in your life for some reason which suddenly manifests itself in some different ways. So I was doing a online course sometime in October, November, and from that course, there were around 25 professionals. We used to interact on the online platform, Zoom classes, and anything. And one of them, whom I have acknowledged in my book, I didn't know he started following my cricket blogs. I write them very frequently on Facebook and everything. And one day in our sessions, he said, "You write so well on cricket, and I keep following. And I miss my cricketing days." So he kept on saying this. So I told him, "Jain, what to do? Should I stop writing so that you are not saddened by it?" No, no, I want you to write a book. Oh, come on, yeah, write a book. I never thought of this. But my wife had told me so quite some time back. I used to laugh it off. But he kept pestering me, write, write, write. And uh, uh, today also I have written an article on it. One day he said is, अरे in Hindi I will say, "ये अब stamp paper पे लिख के दूं क्या तुमको?" And that one sentence changed the whole thing. I thought when a different person is so convinced that I can write, why don't I give it a try? And that changed the whole thing. I started writing and I'm so grateful. What I want to say is perhaps I'm not living my dream, but I lived somebody else's dream by writing this book. Somebody else saw that we can write, and that is it how the book came in. So I call him the gardener of the book because he sowed the seed. Then the fruits may have come out, I have written. But I will always acknowledge Jayant as the gardener who sowed the seed of the book in my mind. And that is how it came out.
Okay, sir. Sir, I would love to know the overall concept of your book in simple language or simple words.
See, the book is, there is no concept actually. It's a story. It's a story. And as I told you, I never thought I will write a book. And I don't write stories. What I do is I narrate them. Because whenever I write blogs, even I keep writing them for last 15 years, it is just narration. I don't create anything. I don't have any technical things to say. nothing to preach. It is an experience, a journey of a boy growing up with cricket. And because I play cricket, it is cricket, it could be any sports. And how sports teaches life lessons to people, how you get to know things from the field and the team, what the team gives you, what your teammate gives you. It is story of that I have narrated, and I have not created this story. I've just narrated a story that I have seen with my eyes. So that is the simple thing. It's a very simple story. There are no heroes in the story. It's a small boy who grows up to be a man with the game of cricket. And that is it.
Okay, sir. So, as you said that there's a real story behind the writing, like the real inspiration of writing it.
Yeah, to be
And
very
sir,
candid,
yeah, I just want to know, is it really, is he really close to you or someone you know very well, or you are
you,
a coach to him?
you asked me a very difficult question to answer, because what I have tried to hidden all through this book. But I will be very candid. It's a true story. Only name of two characters have been changed. None of the incidents or the names of the characters are fictitious. It has only been converted to a storytelling thing, and everything is real. And only two characters. I won't name those two characters whose name I have changed. Maybe the main character, the Akhil, his name has been changed, and another name I have changed for reasons, because uh, that person was not very comfortable being named in the book for some reason. Otherwise, it's a true story. It's a true journey that I've seen with my eyes, I've experienced, and I won't like to reveal whether I am that boy or I coach that boy or know that boy. Because the people who
Sure.
know me, they know what has happened. Because then, if I reveal that, the book will take a different meaning to the reader, which I don't want to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. So, sir, why did you choose fielding as a like what to say, fielding as a central metaphor for the story?
Again, firstly, see, uh, what I want to tell you about this before answering this is a story I saw uh, happening in front of my eyes when the boy was around 14. I'm now 55. So maybe the boy was me or somebody close to me. So that is 40 years back. So there were some incidents when I used to see them at that point of time, it carried different meanings. And now when I started writing the book, I looked at the same incidents and now they carry different meanings too. How it came out. So now when I wrote the book with the fielding, see, initially it came on because I play cricket. I still play cricket. I coach, and at the age of 55, I am still considered one of the best fielders in my team. So it has always been there. I have written in the book that uh, the boy was a very frail boy who was not considered for the team. So the only thing entry he could think about was to become the workhorse of the team. So when somebody has batted or bowled, he doesn't want to field. Somebody will be needed. I will be there to get entry, and that carried on. And what inspires me still when I see it, if you ask as a sports person, is the fielder is always there in the game. A batsman gets one ball to get out and he's out of the game. A bowler gets hit for two sixes and he won't get a second over. But
Yeah,
if you are a decent fielder, you are there in the game for 20 overs. You may not be the hero always. You may not get the man of the match always, but your bowlers will depend on you to save runs. Your captain will depend on you to get a run out, and you always have those 20 overs. And if I convert that into today's corporate world, there is a saying going now: the age of specialists are over. It is a space of generalists now. So the fielder is a generalist. He can bowl a bit, he can bat a bit, but he is in the game for all 50 overs. So even if I convert in today's world, when I see it, the metaphor of fielding converts to me like that.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, how has cricket shaped your values in and leadership approach in your corporate career or banking career?
To be very specific, nothing about banking, my job and corporate career. It has shaped me. I would say it's a 70% contribution of what I have learned in classrooms, maybe 30%. Other 70% is cricket or the ground. I play other sports also. How to interact, because when you grow up the ladder where I am now, handling teams of 60, 70, 100 people, it's not how skilled you are, what knowledge you have. It's all about how you get your team to rise and do what is required. So it's basically human connections, getting your teammates to rise to some level, to support them, to create a team. And that is what cricket has taught me, how to be in the team, how to lead teams. I won't say lead teams, it is misleading them. How to be a team and guide to your team when they are juniors. And when the team is doing well, sit back and enjoy what they are doing. Just see if there are minor corrections to be made. Just go on and do that, and the team does everything. So cricket as a sports has really shaped me. And where I am now, apart from my teachers, the cricket has been my biggest teacher, no doubt about it. My teammates, they told me how we often say in team, you compromise. You don't compromise, you adjust for your team. You have to, because you cannot forget, sometime, someday, somewhere, some of your teammates have done that, must have done that for you. So that the game teaches us. And another thing, what the best thing the game has taught us is, not every adversary is your enemy. They're just adversaries, opponents, and the opponents push you to do better. They are not your enemies always who want to push you down, but they inspire you to do better. And no corporate classrooms or motivational classrooms teaches this better than the ground. Because at the end of the match, we still shake hand with our opponents, and if they do well, we tell them very well played. And they tell us next time we want you to do better. So obviously, it's a huge, huge impact on my life and taught me a lot of things.
Sir, I just want to know how do what to say? How do you come to think about writing cricket in such a storytelling way? Like, how did it came?
See, playing cricket was always there since my childhood, and writing comes to me very naturally because I come from academic family. My father was a very eminent academician. He was a professor of English, taught linguistics, even Bangla. So in home there was always a environment of reading and writing. Because my in the initial days, my father used, what he used to do is, he took a storybook, read it half, and then didn't read it. He said, now you want to get the story full, you go on and read it. So that is how reading came to me. And then what he used to do in summer vacations, he would say, I'll take you to movies. Let us go watch movies. And we used to go on to movies. And my homework was, now write the movie in your own language in 2 pages. I want to know. So since childhood, my mother and father did this to me. And gradually over the time, I am a single child. This reading and writing became my brother and sister, kind of my sibling. Whenever I am free, I either write, I read, or I write, whatever comes to my mind. So that is how it came about. And since I started playing cricket, and it has been my first love, it is still my first love, it is still my love. So what better subject to write on? Because again, what I will say is, I don't create stories, I just narrate them. Whatever I see, I come down and write. So that is how cricket came into my writing. And perhaps if cricket was not there, I would be writing this way. Because that comes from me, from inside me.
Absolutely, sir. So, what message do you want young readers and aspired professionals to take away from Akhil's story?
Young readers will connect very well because young readers are reading and they come back to me and they say, "Oh, yes, yes, we can understand what you are saying. We can visualize what you are saying. We have been through this. It's not about cricket, about any sports. Because when you start your career, you are always on the boundary, hoping for your chance and be patient, take whatever comes with both hands and go ahead. So young readers are connecting to it very well. So I won't say they will take away anything, but they should. They should, because if they connect, they will know what I am saying. And the only thing I will say is be patient. And the book is all about active patience. Patience doesn't mean wait and do nothing. It has to be very active patience, because when you are patiently watching something, absorb it and adapt to it. And same way, when you are a professional, you don't always get ladders every time. There will be snakes, there will be stones, there will be flat paths you have to walk. Everything that the central theme of the book, I would say, is active patience. You have to be patient. When it is time, things will happen. But till that time, you will have to be patient. And being patient doesn't mean waiting. Patience means being active. You know you are waiting for something to happen. So while it is not happening, you prepare yourself that when it happens, how you will react to it, what you will do, how we will utilize it fully. So sports teaches you that be patient. Everything cannot come when you want. It will happen when it is bound to happen. So that is what I want to take even to youngsters or even the professionals.
So, how has your upbringing in Kanpur and Banaras shaped your worldview and what to say, worldview and the voice of writing?
See, I'm a Bengali by birth. I was born in
Yeah.
Calcutta, raised up in UP, Kanpur. Kanpur, I was very young. Till the age of 9, I was there. So I just remember my uh, very little. I remember apart from playing with my father, who taught me playing cricket, get me hooked onto it. And I spent my life in Banaras. And Banaras is a timeless city. Um, it has taught me everything. When I talk of patience, when I talk of acceptance, even the sports teaches you acceptance. It is not tolerance. In today's world, there is a very saying called that we are really tolerant. I won't say sports teaches you acceptance. There is a difference. Tolerance is I don't accept what you are doing is right, but I will let you go. But acceptance is the part which says, yes, you can also be right. And I accept because it is different, it is not wrong. And these values Banaras has definitely given me. The townless city of Banaras, which is very religious, but great scientists like UR Rao has also come out from it. So studying in Banaras Hindu University, I am a postgraduate in science. Mixing both of this has really given me some real insights into that science and religion and philosophy are not different. Everything, everyone, each field is trying to find out about the existence, the universe in its different way. So there is no conflict, and that is what I've tried to also bring into my book, that the central character doesn't has any conflict with anyone. He tries to learn from everyone and takes away whatever he can. So it has definitely more than Kanpur, Banaras has definitely changed my life. And I'm settled in Calcutta for last 27 years. But whenever people ask me where you're from, I still say I'm a Banarasi, because I cannot forget what that city has given me.
So, you are life and career coach as well. So, how do your principles align with the book's concept or themes?
See, life coach, yes, I'm a life and career coach, certified once. I don't do it professionally, but obviously, I have learned those things. I have read about those things. I practice those things in my professional career because I have to. I am now in a people's manager role with lot of people, youngsters reporting to me. So I have to practice it on them. And while writing the book, yes, the flow of the book definitely changed with those learnings I have from the career coaching and life coaching things in very subtle ways, which I cannot point out. But when I started writing the chapters, maybe if I was not a coach, cricket coach or a life coach, the same story might have been there, but the flow of writing or the tone of writing might have been different. But in subtle ways, which I cannot just point out, see, this sentence would have been this. But there are differences. When I read the book again and again, I can see that those things have definitely affected the flow and tone of the book. Yes.
Absolutely, sir. So, what is something you were very surprised to know about yourself, or something while writing this book?
There are a lot of things. Some I cannot read for sure reasons, but there are a lot of things. You have asked a very interesting question because I wanted to tell this. What I started at the start of the interview is as a 14-year-old boy when or 14, 15, 16, 20-year-old boy, when I used to experience those things in front of my eyes or with me, they carry different reasons. They carry different meanings. But when I started writing, I got to relive 40 years of my life in the age of 12 to 55. Though I have not written the book till my age of 55, but I got to relive. And when I got to relive, I started getting different types of messages from the same incidents. When I look back with the maturity and experience I have, and uh, those thoughts are made me more humble and more grounded because I can connect the dots back and see how people, incidents whom I might not have given much importance or acknowledgement at that point of life, what is the contribution they have. If those things would have not happened, those people were not there, things would have different. So it's a journey I experienced. Practically, I lived my life in the age of 12 to 40, 45 while writing this book. And it has changed a lot in my present mind state after writing the book. And that is the best thing. It's not about selling the book or something. For me, that is was the biggest something I earned by writing the book. I
Absolutely, sir.
rediscovered myself. I rediscovered myself.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, how do you balance your professional career and then coaching, then crickets, and your personal hobbies as well, like cooking, reading, everything? So, how do you manage?
A lot of people ask me this question. So one very easy answer would be it's very difficult, but it's not difficult. When you find your true why, everything begins with a why. If you are able to find your true why, that is your purpose, everything falls in place. Then you won't say, I didn't sleep and write this because it's not on my will, because my dreams or my work make me stay away. It's not difficult for me because I decided this thing has to be done and this is coming from within me. So it's not about I skipped sleep. I didn't even miss skipping sleeps or going on or spending time in leisure, holidays. Because people will say it's difficult. It has not been difficult for me. Even today, I will be off playing matches at 2:30 and again being in office in the morning. But that is not difficult for me because that is coming from inside me. So I have somehow, I see, I have found my whys in my life, the purpose. So, and those purpose keeps driving me. I don't have to put in extra efforts. When the book came into my mind, I promised somebody I will submit the book by 31st of December. I will complete and 1st of January I will submit it for publishing. And that drove me. I didn't have to put efforts. The book drove me to do it. And I didn't feel sleepy, sleeplessness, tiredness, anything. anything. So it happens because everything I do is, see, one thing on the lighter side is people say, "What you do in your free time?" I say, "When I'm free, I do my job. Other things are my life. Professionally, what I do is I do it in my free time. If I had enough money, perhaps I wouldn't have been doing this. I would have been doing this. So these things keep me driving. So that is it.
Okay, sir. So, what advice would you give to a person standing in their boundaries?
Stay patient. Stay patient. Stay actively patient. And another thing is, uh, please assess your boundaries, your expectations yourself. Don't go by others' expectations. Somebody puts you on a boundary and says you will have to get on this field, might not work. Again, I will say find your purpose, your why you are standing on the boundary. Is it because your heart says so, or somebody has put in you? Not physically, maybe through peer pressures or family pressures, or somebody else's inspirations. Won't work. Find your purpose, find your why, and then found the boundaries you want to stand at. It may not work otherwise. But be patient and very actively patient. Whenever you stand on the boundary, not just be restless when I get in, but prepare yourself when you get a chance to get in, how you are going to react and how you are going to utilize that chance.
Absolutely. So, sir, what's next for you? Is there another sequel of the book or a new book? Because once you dive into writing, you cannot resist yourself from writing. So, what's next for you?
Yeah, there is a next book in the plan, and it's a very interesting concept I'm working on. Uh, Maybe I will reveal a bit, not total, because now Akhil has grown up. He's a man, and I want him to be. There will be a book which I am working on. Is Akhil now have children, so there will be incidents where both the generations will write on the same incident, and we will see the two perspectives of two generations on the same incident. How it works. It's a very difficult concept, but
Yeah.
I will try to do it. Actually, I'm working with my son on this. He is around 26 now. So
Oh,
I'm just coaxing him to do it. He writes quite well. He doesn't write, but when he writes quite well. So let us do something like this. So you can have your voice on the platform, which you don't have. You always say Gen Z does this and they don't. So let it be unaware. I won't interfere in what you say, and you won't interfere on what I say. But we will write on same incidents or journeys in life, what how you see it and how I see it. So that is the next project I am on. And obviously, you are very true. Once you are hooked to writing, it's very difficult to not to. So definitely, there are
okay.
things in pipeline. God willing, something will come.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights and thoughts with us today. And it's been a pleasure having you and knowing about your journey, the book's journey, and Akhil's journey as well. And we are thrilled to read the book again. And thank you so much. I just want to have the next books as soon as possible and want to have you here once again with us. Thank you so much and have a good day, sir.
Thank you so much, Vina. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.